Welcome back to Rusky's Crypto Cave. Here's just a quick little update on the KS0, how it's doing. As you can see, I received a couple different payouts. What happened was the KS0 kind of bounced around between my different pools, so I had 3 pools set up. Hero Miners was the primary, Kaspa pools secondary, and the 2 miners was the tertiary pool. And for some reason it kept on bouncing between them all. I did delete all but one right now, so now it's only going to Hero Miners, but that first payout you can see for 37, that was the Hero Miners, that was Hero Miners, 2 miners, and then 2 miners as well. And I have like 14 Kaspa sitting on Kaspa pool, which over here, yeah, 14.28 Kaspa sitting there yet. I have to get, the minimum payout is 50, so I have to get up to 50 before I'll get a payout there, so I'll mess around with that. But otherwise, nothing really changed in the shed. Did switch around some things that we're mining. This S19 is currently on nice hash now, so I did put it on nice hash. It's still in low power mode. I didn't flip it up to full hash rate just because of that power spike issue. I don't want to be tripping any breakers and whatnot, so I still have it on low power mode. Even though I probably could get away with running it on that breaker, but the initial startup I may have to shut down the other rigs that are on that breaker, and then start the S19. But don't want to really get involved in that, because if I ever have an issue and things power down or lose power or whatever, don't want how to deal with that power spike, and especially if I'm not around or not home and have any issues. Don't want to put those fireballs to use. Some of the other things I switched, I hit my target for ETC, so I did switch that to Octaspace. So that is now mining Octaspace on Crazy Pool, which actually has been more profitable for a while than Ethereum Classic, but I just had a target I wanted to get to with Ethereum Classic, got to that target, so now I switched to Octaspace, in which I'll probably sell most of it, maybe keep a little, but probably sell most of it. And swap it into BTC, or even just cash it out completely. I don't know. I'll figure that out, but more likely to swap into BTC. Because I do have a goal of getting to 2 full Bitcoin before the halving, and I got a long way to go yet. I got like 0.7, 0.75, a little bit less than 0.7, I would say, Bitcoin yet to get there. So, but other than that, everything, all the other GPU rigs, they're still on Dynex. We got one 3060 Ti rig that is on triple mining Ergos, Radiant, and Zilka yet. I still have the BMK3 Cadena miner running. I have been looking online at picking up another Octa miner or 2. They're actually not that bad. They're anywhere between like $400 to $600 for supposedly quote unquote new inbox yet, not open. So may pick one of them up, because I still have 8 5700 XTs and the 8 6060 Ti's that are just sitting in the house doing nothing. And all those cards are currently profitable, and they are more profitable than that thing is. So, and they'll use less power. But I don't want to be setting up 2 open air rigs in here, so I can probably rearrange things and move this around and fit one up here. I won't be able to stack them because of the light, so I'd have to figure something else out with that. I mean, I could technically put them on the ground, but I don't want to have it here blowing hot air into the Octa miners, or having the other side that's even worse, having the hot air coming out of the Octa miners. So I'll figure something out. I figure if I had 2 more cases, I could either stack them horizontally, or maybe even just 2 of them vertically here if I needed to. But I'll worry about that when the time comes. But the other thing I was messing around with is a little DeFi stuff I was doing last month. Ergo re-upped the liquidity farms and staking pools, or whatever you want to call these things. So I re-upped my Ergo SIG USD, total value of about $800. You can see it's 327 Ergo, 394 SIG USD. This yields right around this 9.19. It's been gradually goes down each day. But again, AC 9.19 SIG-US or SPF tokens, I think is what they are for that state. And as you can see, I collected 93.14 so far from the beginning, from August, I believe 2nd, I think is when that the new one started up, and that does go until end of January. I can unstake it anytime I want and get my money out, but and then this one, I just did this one today. And I figured, what the hell, just throw a shot at like $60 into these SPF SIG-USD tokens, just because look at that APR, 145. So high reward, high risk, I'm assuming. So that's why there's only $60 in that one, because that one could possibly go kaboom and blow up in my face. This doesn't really show anything here because I just did start it. So next video update I do, we'll check back and see how that one's doing. But other than that, there's not a whole lot. Still solo mining a lithium. Looks like I must have just hit a block. Had the payout, so that was 803, so that's at the 903. I did hit my 100 payout, so I'm on my another payout. But pretty good run of blocks there. One stinker at 248, but I mean one at 1.1, one at 18, 42, 62. Those are all pretty good. So solo mining a lithium's been going good. Thank you to Backwards Miner, who I was chatting back and forth with in direct message on Discord. He brought me on told me about doing that, so figured I'd give it a try. It's been going well. But other than that, there's not a whole lot to talk about right now. Haven't really done much. I still didn't change the filters, just the point of me being lazy. And work. The other person on vacation, so I'm helping covering for a person on vacation, and so my hours have been a little bit longer. So, but they're back on Monday. Next week should be regular schedule for me, so I'll do some stuff Monday afternoon, later afternoon when I get off, which I probably should swap all the filters out because they're all looking a little dingy right now. I did disconnect that. It seems like it's been 6 of one, half a dozen another. It is still drawing a little bit of airflow through there as well, but I just let that go. 2 unprofitable box miners are still going. They don't use a ton of power, whatever. And still want to stack some Doge and Litecoin, so I left that one going. And the Canadian miner, just left that going too. But, yeah. Don't have any other. I do. Oh, the other thing I want to bring up: second KS0. This one, I ordered this one on July 2nd from Crypto Miner Bros. It was supposed to be a July batch. Never received it until last Monday, so that would be the 7th of August, and it shipped on like the 4th or 5th or something like that. It shipped a few days after I ordered my second one, which the second one I ordered from Coin Mining Central using the Hobbyist Miners code for $120 off. Ended up being a little bit cheaper than what Crypto Miner Bros offered, and that one's already shipped. It's going to be here on Wednesday. So that one took a couple days. Let's see. The second it's going to be the 16th when it arrives. So essentially 2 weeks from order place to arrival at my door. The one from Crypto Miner Bros, which was supposed to be a July batch, which never was. What I think they did is they sold me a July batch, oversold it, didn't have the hardware to sell me, and then just kept putting me off and sent me into the August batch, and then gave me an August batch. Because as you can see, this one's got the little black fans. So even I think the July batches still had the black fans though too. I think it was just the very first batch that had the brown Knoxville ones. But anyway, I guess the point I'm trying to make, I guess, is kind of feel a little duped by Crypto Miner Bros. They weren't very clear in their communications. And all my receipts do say July batch and all that stuff, and they just kept on saying, oh, it's shipped, it's shipped. They didn't give me a reason why when I called them out on it. So as far as what they were doing and why they did it and why weren't they tell me, so who knows. I mean, I still got it, so I didn't get screwed out of the product altogether, so it is what it is. It's just like when I originally put that order in, network hash rate was like 1.2, 1.3 petahash. Yeah, it's now like 9 or something ridiculous. Let's just go to Hero Miners and see what network hash rate is on Kaspa. I currently have 60 pending. Network hash rate. Come on. 7.92 petahash. I did see at one point that was at like 9.39 earlier today. So, yeah. When I ordered it, I was probably going to expect to make around 800 to 1,000 coins a day. It's down to like 200. So, ROI or ROII, whatever you want to call it, return on initial investment or break even. Gonna take a while, but I'm just going to keep it going at this wallet address in Zelcore, and then I'm going to open up another wallet address for the second one, and then see how long. I'll notate how long this one takes to break even, and then also how long the second one will take to break even on its own, and then also kind of do a combined as far as once this one break even, tally up what that one earns along with the second one, whereas both of them are essentially quote unquote paid for through mining, and then everything else would be gravy and profits. So, but that will be coming up on Wednesdays when that one comes in. I am not going to put the Noctua fan. I only ordered one when I got this. I didn't order a second one. Apparently the later batches don't need them. This one's been running cooled like 36, 40 Celsius, somewhere around there. So that one's doing good. The other one I might leave in the house. I'm not sure yet. Not sure if I'm going to put it out here in the shed or put it in the house. I haven't decided on that one yet. But that will be coming on Wednesday, so I'll get that one up and running, and we'll give an update on Wednesday with that. Make sure that comes in, and also give you an update on Ergo DeFi SPF tokens, whatnot. So what I've been doing with those rewards is swapping the SPF tokens on the DeFi protocol right back into Ergo, and then sending them to my Ergo wallet. So just stacking the Ergo, because I'm not really mining a whole lot of Ergo anymore, just because it's not quite the most profitable. But although it's 3060 Ti's, triple mining Ergo, Radiant, and Zill is one of the more profitable ways to do it. Dynex is probably the next most profitable. I think Core AI was the most profitable that I looked at before I came out of the shed, but don't have any of that. Don't know if I will mine it or not, but I've been kind of avoiding the Kapow algorithms just because it's hot and it's summer, and just don't want to produce that much heat, use that much power. So, yeah. Until the next video, we'll catch you later. Have a good one.